and welcome to the Webcast for Monday, May 4th. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. We're starting the first full week of May out on a cold and damp note as a cut-off low-pressure system drifts into the region. That's bringing lots of clouds and a few showers along with it, though any shower activity this morning is mostly confined to central and northern California. We won't be expecting much in the way of sunshine for the next couple of days, though, as this cutoff low slowly lumbers on shore of central California today and drifts southeastward through Tuesday. With plenty of instability and some terrain-driven enhancement, scattered showers and thunderstorms will affect most of the region from today all the way through Tuesday night. Activity will be most concentrated across the foothills and mountains, and particularly the Sierra. And it certainly won't be raining the entire time, especially in the lower elevations, but it will be an unsettled and damp stretch of weather. In terms of rainfall amounts, they will be light overall, although at least low-end wetting rains do appear likely for most foothill and mountain areas. Including some light amounts that have already fallen, most Sierra locations will receive between a half-inch and an inch of rainfall through Tuesday night. Most foothills and mountains of Southern California will receive a tenth to a half an inch of rainfall, and portions of the lower terrain will likely see little to no rainfall. Not surprisingly, we also have a couple of very chilly days ahead. Valley highs will be only in the 60s over the next couple of days, with only mid-40s to mid-50s across the lower mountains. Humidity will be very high away from the deserts, and even there it will be increasing. Gusty onshore flow will also continue early this week. Southwest to northwest winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 50 miles per hour will continue to surface across the mountain ridges and desert passes through Tuesday night. While we're starting May off on the cold and wet side, we have big changes in store for later this week. A weak ridge of high pressure will begin building in from the Pacific on Wednesday, and that ridge will start to become stronger and center directly overhead of California by this weekend and into early next week, ushering in a much warmer and drier pattern. Wednesday will be a transition day with temperatures returning closer to seasonal normals, humidity starting to lower, and winds becoming mostly light. The warming will really accelerate from Thursday through the upcoming weekend. Take a look at the forecast highs by Saturday, with 90s becoming widespread across the valley areas. And we may even go warmer than this by Sunday and early next week, bringing a return to the sort of heat we saw for a time back in March. Minimum humidity will drop to mainly between 15 and 30% away from the deserts from Thursday through the weekend, with areas of fair to poor recoveries and active thermal belts becoming more prevalent. Winds should be fairly light from Wednesday through the weekend. Prevailing flow looks mainly onshore through at least Friday, then some light offshore components may be possible by the weekend, but no strong wind events are expected. Looking at our 100-hour dead fuel moisture trends, it's as you'd expect. We've generally been running near or wetter than normal for the past few weeks thanks to a relatively damp April and start of May, and we'll see renewed moistening trends over the next couple of days. However, expect significant declines in dead fuel moistures by late this week through early next week, with light to medium dead fuels becoming much more receptive to burning. In the live fuels, the upcoming hot pattern will likely accelerate or reinitiate curing trends in the low to mid-elevation brush, while providing a boost for higher elevation fuels to continue moving out of dormancy and into a more robust growing state. The potential for large fire will be very low through Tuesday due to the cool and showery conditions. However, fire potential will steadily increase Wednesday through early next week as fuels dry back out and the hot, dry weather pattern develops. While most non-grass fuel types are still not conducive to significant fire activity, we should expect a significant and sustained increase in initial attack activity by late this week, with a large grass-dominated fire distinctly possible on any day from Thursday through at least early next week. So while things will be pretty quiet for the next few days, expect it to feel a lot more like fire season by the end of this week. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. With the calendar flipped to May and hotter times ahead, this webcast will now be produced daily through the end of high fire season, and so our next webcast will be on Tuesday, May 5th.